that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom. That boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, yo.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to Myvirginkitchen.com. Today we're going to be making hamburgers, just like you get from McDonald's and Burger King, but from scratch. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do is get a cow from my garden and cut it up into pieces. I've actually had to go to the supermarket and get mince, because I'm not a farmer basically, and well, it's easier just getting mince out of the packet. Otherwise I'll probably end up turning vegetarian or something like that. What you need, well, first of all, we're going to just make the beef patty bits. And we've got stuff for the buns and that later, which I'll add in. But first of all, we're just going to make the actual meat stuff, because that's got to go in the fridge for an hour. You need some crackers, 6 of these. You're going to blend them up and make them into real fine breadcrumbs, okay? This egg is going to be beaten up. Not literally beaten up like physically like a fight, but it's actually going to just be whisked together, all the yolk and the white together. I think these two things help keep the burger together, you know. That's the actual mince itself. You need 2 onions, which we're going to cut up, finely chop it, and whack in the frying pan. Cook for about 10 minutes until it's well done and all that, and brown and funky. And you need some salt and pepper to season it. As I said, there are other ingredients, and we'll add them in as and when we need them, and I'll show you what they are. I just want to say thank you for Snog Tees for sending me this We All Scream for Ice Cream t-shirt. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are Boom Boom Power Burgers, I'm going to call these, because I was playing with Phoebe the other day and we were singing just before we went for a walk, and she's getting into the whole Black Eyed Peas boom 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 thing. So here's a clip actually. Becky, Phoebe and I are about to go out for a little walk, and Phoebe's been listening to the Black Eyed Peas quite a bit, the boom 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 song, haven't you? Say hello.
Hello.
Say, I said, gotta get that.
Boom, boom, boom.
There we go. A little rock star in the making. Woo. That little girl is growing up way too fast. Anyhow, yeah, so like I said, I've got a pan full of oil here. I'm going to put that on the heat after I chop up the onions. I'm going to shove them in and get going. So, yeah, let's start. Okie doke, so my onions are chopped up. And then in this pan with the oil heating up. I've got my egg beaten as well. And what I decided to do, rather than getting the electric blender out, was to get my lady hammer and put the crackers in a bag and then just whack them like that. Kind of addictive, like bubble wrap, I think. So I'm going to keep doing that. Let your onions cook, and yeah, let's keep going and bash away. Okie doke, so I've literally just taken the onions off the heat. You can see they're all like cooked and fried in that and looking good. You've got to let them cool down and then transfer them to a bowl and mix all your rest of the ingredients together. Don't do that now, otherwise you'll have no fingerprints left. So let them cool down. As you can see, the man hammer worked well, and all my crackers are like all fine, like, just like flour or sugar now, nice and fine. And that's about it really. Just going to let that cool down, transfer it to a bowl and chuck it all together. So have a break for 5 minutes. Righty-ho then, that's cooled down sufficiently. The onions are in there. Whoops, dropped one. I've put my salt and pepper in there. What we're going to do is grab a handful of your Parmesan cheese, or just a little bit of like shaved cheese. It's in there. Pour your egg in. That looks lush, doesn't it? Blimey. And then get your breadcrumbs. I have to get this over there for that. So get your cracker stuff. Pour that in as well. Okay. What? There we go. And then just get your meat in there as well. This is where it's going to get messy. Make sure you haven't got the paper in with it as well. There's that out. So what you can do is get your hand stuck in there now and mix that all together and squelch it all up. And then we're going to make beef burger shapes. So I'm going to start to do that and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so that's been about 5 minutes of just playing around with the meaty stuff, and it's turned out like that. Kind of like a brain basically. But anyway, what you're going to do is take that into chunks and make like beef burger shapes. Everyone's seen a beef burger, so you know what to do. Just sort of roll it up and then flatten it. And try and get it about 2 centimetres thick, I think it said. So let's see how we get on. Righty-ho then, so that's done. As you can see, I've made 2 big chunky ones, about 2 centimetres thick. Quite a fair old size actually, and I managed to make a little diddy one for Phoebe. Now they're on a baking tray with olive oil on it, but they're not actually going to go in the oven. They're just going to sit in the fridge. So what I've got is a sheet of cling film there, which I've pre-rolled because I find cling film really messy. I'm just going to put that over the baking tray, like that. Obviously I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. It looks kind of like a really badly wrapped present at the moment. We're going to put that in the fridge like that for an hour, so let it chill and set. While we're doing that, we can go on and make the sauce and get our other stuff ready. Alright, now we're going to make a really funky relish for it. I've got a jar there with 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise, so that's already in there. I've got 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup there, so I'm going to plonk that in. I've got a teaspoon of paprika powder, that's going to go in there as well. And then I just need to add some lemon juice in, about half a lemon. Okay, so that's in there. Give that a real good stir, and then that should make the relish. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's done. It's all pink and nice and yummy. I've had a little bit actually. It tastes a lot like Thousand Island dressing, the salad stuff. So I'm just going to pop that in the fridge with the burgers. In the meantime, I've got my baking tray, and I'm going to cut some of these potatoes up like I did on another video. I'll make some potato wedges. I've got some lettuce and tomatoes on the side ready. And also I've got some bacon that I'm going to chuck in as well when I'm cooking the burgers. I'll shove that in the pan. And I've got some white burger buns as well, which I'll probably heat up. So it's all ticking over. Just wait for your burgers now, and that's it. Right, so I just cut my potatoes into little chunks, and there they go like that. And I've seasoned them in salt and black pepper. And I'm going to go in the oven for about half an hour, turning them around and all that. So in there you go. Hopefully that should finish about the same time as the burgers are done. So we'll all eat it together. Okie doke then, I've got a pan on, and my patties are out of the oven. So they're nice and thin together. And I'm going to plonk them in there, if this pan's going to be big enough. And then the little one for Phoebe as well. My wedges have got like 10 minutes to go, so I'll put that in there. Probably going to be about 4 or 5 minutes on one side, flip it over, and when I flip it over, I'm going to chuck all my bacon in there with it as well, so it all cooks together. Okay? Okay, so I've just flipped the burgers over, looking good and brown. I'm literally just chucking my bacon in there, like that, and it will find its way. And what I've done also is got my buns and whacked them in the oven and the grill bit because of the heat, just keep getting warmed up, so it'll all come together now. Okie doke, so my wedges are done. I got them out of the oven and I put them on a plate, and I've got my baps out that were warmed as well. Put lettuce on them. Get the burgers, quite well cooked actually. Plonk one on top there, on there. Grab a tomato, bit of the sauce on there as well. Let it do its thing. Bit of bacon, and then whack your bun on the top. Boom. And that is a burger and a half. So I'm going to do that with the other one, and I've already made a little one for Phoebe already. There you go. So that is it, all done. So have a go with yourself, and I'll see you next time.